I know, I guess I was up here to give you guys a movie review of Episode 1, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. So these are just gonna be my opinions, and I hope people definitely do understand what I'm gonna hear about to say, what I'm going to have to talk about, what are my feelings for this movie, and for the franchise, and for the franchise of the Star Wars. I think I did a movie review on Episode 7. I'm not really sure where either was episode 8 or not. I don't know why. I have to check it. I have to check it over again. I may delete that video and just maybe do another review for the movie. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna probably delete the video. Not this video, but I'm talking about the one I had or something like that. Maybe I'll just jump ahead, each and every different episodes of the Star Wars for that, because I want to go through each review for the Star Wars series and give you guys what are my thoughts and opinions on. Maybe there's might be another new series could be coming sometime, probably 2023 or 2025. That could be a very good possibility, but I don't want to talk about that as of yet because there's no real confirm what's going on in the future for the new trilogy series for Star Wars. So that, but yeah, I don't want to go through that right now. I just want to focus on these. I just want to focus on the series as Star Wars from one through 9. I would say like episode 1, 2, 3, and then like 4, 5, 6, and also 7, 8, 9. So yeah. Okay, so anyways, let's focus on the very first episode of the Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. So anyways, so what is Star Wars of the Phantom Menace is really all about? So it's basically all about in the beginning of this movie. It's really all about, like I said, it's really all about in the beginning of this movie. It's kind of like back then when Obi-Wan, he was much younger. I can't really say like how old he really was or something like that. I really don't know. I'm assuming he's probably around his mid-20s or maybe early 20s or something like that. I'm not really sure. I can't remember the name of the actor. I can't remember. But even though Obi-Wan is definitely personally one of my favorites, in the movie series, because I really like Obi-Wan really a whole lot. I understand some of the things that he said that about how he feels and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't know the name of the actor. All I do know is that the actor, he's British. That's pretty much what I do think. I think he loves being Obi-Wan, and I think he's a perfect example of being Obi-Wan for the series of 1 through 3. Even though he didn't do 4 through 7. I don't think he not no 4 through 6. So yeah, but it was in regards, like I said, for Obi-Wan, it's a very wise young man. He really is. He knows the way of the Force. He knows what he's doing and stuff like that. So I mean, he really is. And then you also got this other guy. His name is Master Qui-Gon. If you guys know who's Master Qui-Gon, that's Obi-Wan's. That used to be Obi-Wan's master. And Qui-Gon is basically he's a very good Jedi. He's very good. He knows his way. He knows his ways of what he's doing. In around being a Jedi. I mean, he's very good, talented Jedi. He really actually is. Like I said, he knows his way around the Force. He really does. And so it's just something. I really appreciate what Master Qui-Gon is really actually is. He's personally one of my favorites. But I'm also going to get into the details like how he died. So I'm going to say that for a little bit. But I will get into it. And just want to talk about other different things. Now, I've also liked about this movie. There's just basically like a new character basically shows up in episode 1. It's basically known as Jar Jar Binks. If you guys don't know who Jar Jar Binks actually is, he's one of the Gundams or something like that, or Gondams or something like that. They're kind of like frogs, lizard people or something like that. I would say so. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't think they're not salamanders. I really don't think they're not. I think they have a mix of lizard and frogs. That's just what I think. And even though there is a water kingdom on the ground, not on the ground, but in the water, and basically, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon said like we need you to take us to your kingdom, please. And so they're basically looking for a transport model. So yeah, and they're basically going in the capital. Have to. Now, I wouldn't say like kidnap the princess right time, but the queen or something. The queen. Not about what do we call it? The queen of Naboo. But it was Jar Jar Binks did not like the fact because he didn't want to he didn't want to harm anyone. He didn't want to harm his friends or anything like that. You know, even though Jar Jar Binks does have some pretty good friends right around him, and Jar Jar explained to him, told him, said, "I can't go back there again. I can't go back. They do horrible things to me," and basically that's basically what they're trying to do. Even though that Jar Jar Binks was supposed to be abandoned, means that he's been cast out. I mean, he cannot come back to his kingdom anymore. Now, I really don't know like really what happened to Jar Jar Binks back then. I really don't know. I don't know if it's really that important to go back in the past to see what Jar Jar Binks really has done. I just don't know. I've heard some people were saying like they can maybe a possibility they can do like a Jar Jar Binks movie or something like that. That's something I'd like to see. Very interesting, but I really don't think it's not really that important when it comes to Jar Jar Binks and Jar Jar Binks in this episode. Even though he's definitely an important character in this episode 1, but he also becomes a senator also as well too. The senator for Naboo, which I definitely do think so. Which I think so. I will bring that on later on in my second review of Star Wars, which is Clone Wars. And so yeah, but it was you Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon said was like and basically they told him about the armaments of those crushes and stuff like that. So Jar Jar decided to take Obi-Wan into Qui-Gon and meeting the big boss guy, which that's what they call like. So that's what they call him, like the big boss. So basically means that he's the leader of his own kingdom and stuff and stuff. Even though the big boss was not too happy to see Jar Jar come back, and so basically Qui-Gon was asking like, what's going to happen to Jar Jar? And the big boss guy, he is sentenced to be punished. So that means he's supposed to die or something like that. I don't know. Maybe some kind of punishment that he was basically they're going to do to him. So with that, and even though Jar Jar was trying to convince Master Qui-Gon and also Obi-Wan to interfere to let Jar Jar Binks go and you could just tell like Master Qui-Gon was just like he's so calm and stuff, because he was basically doing his his Jedi ways, like he's going like that. It's kind of like manipulation or something like that. I wouldn't say it's not manipulation, but it's kind of like the Jedi trait that they have or something like that. Because I can't remember the name of the technique that they use, but they do their very best, trying to persuade other different matters and stuff like that. Even Obi-Wan was pretty mastered. Even Obi-Wan was pretty mastered on doing this also as well too. So, anyways. And later into the movie, they rescue the princess, the princess, or let's say the queen of Naboo, and so Jar Jar begins to go with them and stuff like that. So yeah. Now they also said that since their engine has been taken out because I would say the hyperdrive system has been taken out when they faced the blockade of one of the droid army ships and stuff like that. And you could just tell like some of the viceroys and some of the others like who were in charge, who was in charge of the trade federation. Even though Palpatine was not too very happy about that, he was very upset because he said like he said get this guy out of my sight. I don't want to deal with it anymore. If he were to solve him, then yeah, Palpatine would have cut, or probably just like kill him, just end his life right there. And even though Palpatine has a apprentice, his name is Darth Maul. I do believe that's his name. And stuff like that. Now, I've seen. I'm not really 100% sure. I think Darth Maul. I think he plays a very good, pretty. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think he plays some roles in probably the Star Wars Rebels or the Cartoon Network Star Wars, Clone Wars. I think I'm not really 100% sure because I don't think those are canon. I don't think they really are not. I think those are just ones. I mean, it's hard to explain. I have to watch the series of it. Just give a basic my own opinion and stuff like that. So anyways, they had no other choice. But to go to Tatooine, even though some of the guardsmen did not like that whole idea of going to Tatooine, because the reason why they did not like that is because if the Hunts were to find out, Jabba or his people were to find out that the princess is actually here, yeah, they could probably capture the princess and princess, and or maybe do something to her that she may not like before time. So yeah. And now the interesting now here comes this very interesting is basically the main male protagonist of this movie known as Anakin Skywalker. Okay, I'm not talking about Anakin Skywalker being all grown up and stuff like that. Excuse me a second. Being all grown up and stuff like that. He's just basically just a child. That's basically all he is. He's like, I don't know, probably 13 or 14 years old, I think. I mean, I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't know the name of the I don't know the name of the person who plays Anakin Skywalker when he was a kid, back then. And let me just say this: Anakin Skywalker, he's not dumb. He's very very smart. He's very very smart. He knows how to clean. He knows how to fix machines and stuff like that. You also got this guy, that's this guy. He doesn't really he knows who Jedi's really actually are. He's basically like a flying winged dude or something like that. I don't know and stuff like that. So that's basically all I'm just saying. Um, and you could just tell Qui-Gon he was just like just basically just saying like he wants not only because he wants Anakin but he wants some parts so that he said like he was doing his Jedi way thing Jedi credits will do and and they did what's his name I can't remember the blue guy you probably know what I'm talking about but it was he wouldn't have it he says he's in no parts no deal that's just basically how gambling is always is on Tatooine. So and that's just basically how it is. It's just gambling. That's all there is to it. And even though Obi-Wan was not Obi-Wan, but even though what Qui-Gon was sensing something from Anakin, even though Qui-Gon was his suspicious about like this boy could be the savior to help the Jedi to help the Jedi to bring balance of the Force. But it's kind of hard to say if he really actually just one person who can bring balance to the Force. I really don't know what they mean by what they mean by bringing balance to the Force. I don't know. Maybe like bring balance to the Force, of the Sith Lords or I don't know a whole lot about my history about Star Wars. I almost bought a couple of books or books, man. But I really want to go to books. I really want to go to Barbara Barnes Book and Novel because I think they have very good select. I think they have a very good selection. Maybe they probably do, or probably just look online and see if I can find some good ones also. If I could, but yeah, even though basically with the movie, you can tell Anakin Skywalker he's a very good pilot, and he's really he knows how to fly planes and stuff like that. I wasn't playing aircraft ships and stuff like that, and he's very very smart. He's very very smart. Just like I said before, Anakin's not dumb. He's not dumb. He's very very smart. And I've also kind of questioned about in this movie also as well too when was Qui-Gon's giving blood samples to Obi-Wan and trying to see like how strong what Anakin really actually is, really actually is, and you can just tell that Qui-Gon was not Qui-Gon, but Anakin was very very shocked. No, not Anakin. I mean Obi-Wan was very very shocked that his thing or something like that. I don't know what you call it, some kind of power up or something like that or something. I don't know. They would say like Anakin was like his power was up like to over 20,000, meaning that no other Jedi has been up that way up very before. So it's hard to explain. It's really actually I can't. I think they're called Chlorians or something like that. I think that's what they. I don't know. Like it's hard to explain. Maybe you guys can explain to me. I'm so sorry. I'm just 40 years old. I really don't know a whole lot. I really don't. Maybe you guys can help me out. So, but yeah, definitely. This is definitely a good movie. I think you guys should go and watch it. I think you guys should go and give it a try. And it's personally one of my favorite movies, but it's not one of my all time favorites of the Star Wars series. But it definitely sheds some light and stuff like that. You can just also tell. Yeah, when Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan they went to Coruscant, which is basically a planet it's a city planet. It's basically there's a whole bunch of different technologies and stuff they going around so with that where they go to see the Jedi, and even though they took Anakin Skywalker to go see the Jedi also too, even Ma whatever his name is, Master Windu, I do that's his name. He's pretty much he's the leader, or I will say he's the master of all Jedi. They even tested him for to basically do a test and stuff like that, and to predict the things, like what Anakin's reaction like see a cup, a car, a plane, or whatever it maybe is this, and he got almost every one of them very well done. He really has, and you could just tell like Qui-Gon wants to raise him, wants to has him as another Palpatine, and even though Master Windu said like no, we can't do it. Even though they were saying like that the child was, or I want to say Anakin, that he's very dangerous. He's too dangerous to be a Jedi. He's too dangerous to know about the Jedi ways because they think that he's a threat. However, I really don't like the fact because like how can they be so sure like a kid at his age of Anakin that could be such a threat? I just don't seem to understand that. That just make no sense to me. And that's the only complaint I have. And you could just tell like Obi-Wan was I sense much great fear in you and the Force and something like that. And as they're saying like they just say like Anakin is too much of a threat. Oh, this man. So yeah, definitely going to be saying this also as well too. Qui-Gon, he did die. He did pass away. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to give you a spoiler for that. But I think everybody's already seen episode one. But yeah, episode one definitely good movie. I really liked it. If I had to get a rating for this movie, I'd probably get an 8.5. 8.5. I mean, it's a good fair rating. But I was leaning more towards maybe a 9 or something like that. Maybe 9.5 or something like that. Maybe it's more. But I say 8.5 is definitely very good. And there's some things in the movie that I just love about it. And the second movie, that is kind of a little controversial. I definitely will talk about that sometime later in the future if I ever do get the time. But yeah, like I said before, episode one, good movie. I think you guys should go watch it. I didn't give really my thoughts and my opinions of um, Palpatine's apprentice. What's his name? Dark Maul. I do believe that's his name, Dark Maul. And I really did. There's not really much for me to talk about. I have to see. I had to see and understand what was he there for in episode one, or something, how long he'd been around for, or the difference with that. So I don't know. I'm just really kind of curious about his storyline or something like that. And I can just basically just search for YouTube that can help me out. Help me out. I'm not stealing their ideas, but I'm just looking for some knowledge. That's what I'm just looking for. So maybe I can use that as a preference for of the video. Not saying, like I said before, not saying I'm taking any of their contents away. I'm not saying that. I just basically just want to give up my own opinion. So yeah, hope you guys definitely do understand. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about this. Think about the movie. You guys think it was good? You guys think it was bad? I'm really kind of curious about what you guys have to say about Anakin, also Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. What you guys have to say for the in and around of this movie. So yeah. But anyways, this is anyways, I'll see you guys there. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, just love you. I love you guys. Don't forget, subscribe. Please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, and please hit the notification bell as well too. That you guys watch our videos, and please leave me comments below. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, just love you. I love you guys. Please be safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.